You know, sometimes life just isn't fair. New York has become a cesspool of violence and crime with absolutely no law and order, and to top it off, your girlfriend Madonna has been kidnapped by a savage street gang. I mean, come on, it's often not even worth getting out of bed in the morning. The good news is that you're a vigilante, so you eat bad guys for breakfast. And you are ready, willing, and able to fight your way through downtown, in back streets, in junkyards, and across bridges to get your love back. In fact, judging by the artwork on the packaging and manual, you really enjoy it too. Look out, punks, the Vigilante is here. A port of IRAM's arcade title with the same name, Vigilante is your typical, although extremely short, side-scrolling beat-em-up where the hero has to save his girl. The damsel in distress dates back as far as I can remember, and in this case, we are shown the progress of her condition through cheesy arcade-style cutscenes before every stage. Your character can attack enemies by kicking, punching, jump kicking, and occasionally picking up a nunchuck. Every time you get hit, your life bar at the top goes down a notch. When it's down all the way, you lose a life and continue from the same spot. Yeah, it's all very average. In the manual, they call attention to the fact that you can also receive a thug's point value based on whether they are armed or unarmed. If you're going for high scores, I suppose this might be something of interest, but as far as I can tell, the extra life at 5,000 is really the only noteworthy score to achieve. Vigilante shares some similarities to IRAM's earlier beat-em-up arcade game Kung Fu Master, known to us old 8-bit Nintendo owners as simply Kung Fu. The fact that you have to shake the controller to fight off enemies who grab onto you, the constant wave of attacks, and the way the enemies fall off the screen when defeated is a perfect example of this similarity. The key to Vigilante is learning the rhythm and weaknesses of each individual enemy and boss. Truthfully, there aren't that many to fight off, so it doesn't take much at all. The first boss can be taken down with non-stop nunchuck attacks, the second, constant crouching kicks. Get stuck between enemies? Just tap the controller a tad to get in a kick or two. As the game progresses, it gets a tiny bit harder, but not enough to throw you at all. The final boss is really the only challenging part, and you'll want to stock up on a couple of extra lives just to be safe. Figuring out these tricks will probably take all of your continues the first pass through, of which the game gives you a total of 3. However, this process will take less than 20 minutes. In the second playthrough, you'll probably beat the game in the same amount of time. So, Vigilante offers up about 40 minutes of gameplay. The graphics are pretty colorful, and judging by screenshots I have seen of the arcade version, they look pretty darn well replicated. But truthfully, otherwise they're pretty bland. It's just average. The enemies almost all look the same. They tease you in the manual, forcing you to watch out for motorcycle guys and calling them very dangerous. And then, there are a total of 3 in the entire game. Wow. The sounds and music are also pretty average. The thumping sound when you pound on an enemy is pretty cool, but otherwise everything else, including the annoying "oh come on" by the end bosses that is said over and over and over again, is just average. Oh, shut up. With nothing else packed into the game, such as difficulty levels, multiplayers, or multiple paths, the urge to pick the game up again is almost non-existent. Even with fists a-blazing, the 5 stages in Vigilante go by pretty quickly. I've used the word average a lot for this review. Why? Because that's how the game feels. It's an average arcade port that suffers from a very short game length, limited enemies, and weaknesses in characters and bosses that can easily be deciphered. It's still a fun little half-hour diversion if you're a fan of these types of games or of the original arcade version, but Vigilante suffers from a poor replay value as a result of a lack of options. For a first-year release, it's not bad, but 2.5 turbo chips out of 5. And I know what you're thinking. Ah, come on. Ah, come on. Ah, come on.